Hail to the few who hail to the colors of your colors true. We pledge close to the memories of old Moline. 15 years ago, I graduated alongside many people that I adored, two of which have passed away. Sadly, Moline Maroons of class of '07 from Moline, Illinois. How y'all doing? I wish I had a cell phone like the one I have right here in my hand. Y'all can't see it, but take my word for it. Um, I don't know if most of y'all don't remember me, but I used to be the total skis ball who, I'll put it this way, chose studying over his friends. While y'all was either out busy partying or going to your friends to study, I was at my house studying up a storm, honey. You couldn't bother me not one bit. That was up until I got out of the norm and I sat there and I said, you know what, fuck this. The norm is so damn stupid. Pardon my language, kids. If you're watching, pardon my language, don't copy what I say. But what a lot of y'all don't know is, as a 34-year-old just about to be this summer, as I look back, I have more friends than I did, or I have more friends now than what I did back in high school. Now, bear in mind, I didn't mind that one bit. No, ma'am, no, sir. I absolutely loved the fact that I was a part of a high school that I loved. I am happy that, yes, I did have people that did care for me, even despite having a mental disability. That's right, your boy has a mental disability. It's called ADHD. Cat's out of the bag already, so, you know. Looking back, I can look back, laugh about it. My senior year, I remember kind of just looking back at it. I can remember not giving a care in the world. Hold on. There we go. Because I was not bothered at the time. I was almost on the honor roll. I had a wicked old witch for a teacher aide. From what I heard, she's either retired or fired. I ain't gonna say nothing about that because I don't personally know. Now, I will sit here and say I'm a Moliner through and through. maroon, if you will. As my adopted mother jokingly likes to call them, morons. Adoptively speaking. I love the fact that I am a maroon. I love the fact that I graduated a high school that I absolutely love and will continue to love to the day I die. The thing about it is, going to a high school when you were in middle school, yes, it's very scary. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I remember distinctly having the same locker all 4 years, and my dumb ass walks over to a few lockers down, thinking that it's the right one. Oh no, it's not the right one. My locker was this way, coming this way, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, Anyway, so as I'm reminiscing about the high school that I love, and I look back at it with fond memories, I'm going to take you guys on a journey. Okay, so my freshman year, I am a mess. Like, I was so a mess. I could show you pictures to prove it, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna spare y'all the drama. So, freshman year, I look a hot mess. I'm a freshman. I look a hot mess. I look, act, and sound like a hot mess. I didn't have no friends. I was like, the only friends I had was back in like elementary and middle school. And I didn't know very many people in the high school. It wasn't until my sophomore year that I kind of got into having friends. I was more focused on my studies all 4 years, to be honest. Studies and band and Boy Scouts and God only knows what else. But the way I view it, I would have traded anybody for a day. I would have. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Nope. I was the brainiac geek who could do his homework in a minute and still have time to watch TV and get everything did said and done before it became too late, especially his chores. Now, bear in mind, I am one of those people. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell y'all a little something about me back in high school. My freshman, sophomore year, and junior year, I really didn't care about nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't ask me nothing. Y'all was like right here in the back burner to studying Boy Scouts band. About my sophomore, junior year, that's when I became a little bit popular. I remember my sophomore, junior year. It was really hell, if that makes any sense. Um, Especially considering just having people sit there and talk about where they were going to go to college. I had no idea where I was going to go to college junior, as a junior in high school. I really wasn't actually planning on doing college, to be honest. But I went to Blackhawk after graduation. I'm getting ahead of myself, like I always do in one of these videos. And I basically sat there and I really didn't know what I was going to do after high school. Thought about joining the Army, never did, because A, I have my glasses. I know a lot of people have glasses in the Army, but that's just a different story. So I thought of joining the Army after high school. Glasses, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, so on and so forth. So my sophomore year went smooth. It was a little bit of hell, but it wasn't as bad as my junior or senior year. My junior year, no, my sophomore year is when my brother Michael, who I've told y'all about here on this channel before, my brother Michael came to Moline as well as I did, or as a freshman. I was a sophomore at that time. Well, so Michael, who I love, I mean I do, but I don't. Okay, I'll put it that way. I do love him, but I don't love him. I don't talk to him. I don't associate myself with him. That's how I don't love him. But for the preface of this video, I'm going to associate myself with him in the fact that yes, we did go to school together. Yes, we did live together. Yes, we were adopted together. That's all I'm going to say on that. Okay? So, when y'all sit here and see how screwed up my family is, I ain't lying. I tell y'all, I've told y'all this once before, my family is all kinds of screwed up. I love my family, don't get me wrong, but my family's all kinds of screwed up. Except for my biological mother. Different story. I'm talking about adopted. Yes, they are screwed up, but yes, they are also mine. My mom adoptedly chose my brother and I. Out of however many kids she had, she chose my brother and I. For reasons I will never know. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say on that, and about the brother. I'm gonna sit here and say that he was a freshman as I was a sophomore, and we were in the same band together. My sophomore year went swimmingly. Everything was fun, dandy, whatever have you. Okay, so that was my sophomore year. My junior year, again, went swimmingly. I made more friends sophomore and junior than I did my freshman. And that simple fact of the matter is, I really didn't associate myself with a lot of people back in the day. Your boy was a loner. Should have stayed a loner too, to be honest. But neither here nor there. Um, so, what a lot of people don't realize about being in high school, especially as like a sophomore, junior, um, well, at any age bracket of, or not age bracket, grade bracket as far as high school is concerned, there is a very strict policy you must follow. Case in point. So I'm sitting at this table. I don't know if I've told you all this story or not. So I'm sitting at this table. Mind you, I'm eating my dinner, my lunch, excuse me, and one girl on this side, one girl on the other side, and a guy right in front of me. And girl number one tells girl number two, starts calling her out of her name. Girl number two starts attacking girl number one. Girl number one, in retaliation to girl number two, decides that they're going to fight, basically. And girl number two and girl number one get caught by the dean. That is one thing you do not do. Is fight in a cafeteria. That's going to any freshmen starting this year. Take notes, people. Fights in general is a no-no. It will get you either suspended or ISS or OSS, in-school suspension or out-of-school suspension, depending on how severe the fight was. The fight got so severe that both girls had each other by the hair, the whole 9 yards. That's all I'm saying on that. So, fast forward to senior year. I take all my exams, etc. I remember very vividly pre-graduation that I was nervous, to say the very least. I felt ill to my stomach. I felt emotional. I felt like I was going to trip over my own feet, which has happened several times. I'll tell you all about that one later on another live video. But y'all see, okay, so graduation, or not pre-graduation, I had this teacher aide. We're going to name her Mrs. B. Okay, so Mrs. B and I, we had a very, how do I want to put this, rocky relationship, junior and senior year. And I'll tell the story of Mrs. B another day. For all intents and purposes, I was supposed to be on the honor roll. and I had the gold tassel on my graduation cap. Don't get me wrong, but me and Mrs. B did not get along whatsoever. Um, I I had aced all my classes, etc., etc., etc. I was put on the homecoming ballad. Was I think as a joke, whatever. Um, but I didn't get on the homecoming court at all, which I'm not mad about. Um, I don't bear any ill will to any of my classmates. You know, it is what it is. Homecoming came and went. Senior prom came and went. I still studied hard as I could until the very last day of school. And even there, I was studying. What a lot of y'all don't realize about a person with a mental disability, they could be on pills and you don't even know about it. Now, bear in mind, I was on pills when I was younger. I ain't on them now. But for me to sit here and say that I did take attention deficit hyperactive drugs. Yes, I did take those. Did I take depression drugs? Yes, when I was old, when I got a little bit older. Am I currently on any medications as prescribed? No, I am not. I don't take any other drugs. I ain't been on no drugs. So there's that. But back to school. Kids don't do drugs. So back to what I was saying. The day of graduation came. And they did it alphabetically. So all the A's were up front, B's second row, C's, D's, E's. Here I am, F's. And it goes by your last name. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Here I am right here. And there you go and say my row's name. Comes up to my name. My clumsy big old baby beluga looking feet decides that they're going to almost trip me as I'm heading up the dang stairs to the stage. I'm sitting there, I'm like, don't you even think about it. In my head, of course. And luckily, my feet had caught the action before it became a problem. But yeah, they said my name, got up on the stage, accepted my award or my graduation certificate, and walked up off that stage quicker than I got on that stage, thinking I was making a total ass out of myself. Did I make a lot of friends in school? Yes, I did. Do I talk to a lot of them? Unfortunately, not as many as you would think. Like I said, I had 2 friends pass away within the last year alone. One due to COVID-19, alongside his mother, and one due to complications due to a physical ailment that he did have. I talked to a lot of my friends from school, yes. I don't talk to a lot of them as much now as I did back then. But there again, do I want to talk to them? Yes. I would love to see how everyone's going and how everything's been going since graduation. Me, I work at a pet and plant store. I love where I work at, just as much as I loved where I went to school at. Would I trade anything in the world to start over again? No. You guys, my high school, believe it or not, was hell. But at the end of the day, I made it through the school. I made it through a lot. And I mean a very big lot of BS. Okay? I remember from not having a single friend to having a lot of friends that would want to sit with me during lunch. And then I had more friends as my years of like high school continued. So, do I have friends that I still talk to from school? Yes. I keep in constant contact with them, actually. But are there friends of mine that I have passed the one? Yes, again. 2, in fact. Do I miss those friends? Yes, I do. Very much. Because those 2 were my rock and my sword. To any freshmen going into high school next year, make sure that the next 4 years of your life rock and roll. Alright, I'll see y'all later. I just thought to hop on here to tell you guys how I'm feeling and tell you my high school. And tell you guys, if you're from Moline High School graduation class of 07, congratulations. We're 15 years out, bitches. Bye.